Greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Musa Mthembu. I'm from University of KwaZulu-Natal under supervision of Dr. Michelle Taylor. So I'm here to give you a presentation on my project proposal. So in my project, I'm looking at the effect of grass competition and the nutrient availability on Parthenium hysterophorus establishment. So just to give you a background about the invasive plant species. During the past 100 years, people have introduced exotic plants in various places for ornamental, for agriculture and horticulture purposes, and those exotic plants has tend to pose a threat to our biodiversity. So in South Africa, it is estimated that 6.5 billion rand is spent every year trying to control the spread of those exotic plants. So one of those plants that have been introduced in our country is the Parthenium hysterophorus, which is an annual weed plant, and it is originated from tropical America in areas surrounding Mexico. So these species have been spread in various countries, as it is regarded as a contaminant of crop seed. It produces small tiny seeds which are not easily to be separated from the crop seeds. So in that case, the transportation of crop seeds resulted to the transportation of these seeds of these species. So, and also this species produces about 25,000 seeds per plant, and those seeds are capable of germinating as soon as they get released from the parent plant. So in that way, they are easily spread in rangelands and also in agricultural crops areas. And also this species, because they produce the tiny seeds, those seeds are easily tied to the ties of the vehicles. So the movement of vehicles spread further this species. As a result, Parthenium has been recorded under Category 1 by number 2002, meaning that it is a serious alien plant, need to be prevented the further spread. So this species, it has been recorded that it is reduced the rangeland biomass by 90%, and also the production of crops by 40%. And also in livestock, it has been reported that this species reduces the milk production in livestock. So it is a real problem in our country. These species have capabilities of outcompeting our plant biodiversity, as it is capable of utilizing the resources very efficiently than our native plant species. And also they have allopathic effect. So in that way, they release some chemicals via the roots, which retard or prevent the establishment of our native plant species. So the importance of my study is that to determine the factors which facilitate or retard the establishment of Parthenium hysterophorus. So the aim of my project is to determine the effect of grass competition and nutrient availability on Parthenium hysterophorus establishment. So the objective of my study is to remind the effect of grass competition on Parthenium hysterophorus. So the prediction of that objective is that establishment would be more effective when growing with the weak grass competitor. And the second objective is that to determine the effect of nutrient availability on Parthenium hysterophorus. So the prediction for the second objective is that the establishment would be more effective under high nutrient availability. So this project will be conducted in University of KwaZulu-Natal in the School of Life Science, Arboretum Channels. The Parthenium will be established from the seeds, which will be collected from Plant Protection Research Institute in Sidara. So this study will be a pod trial. So in this study, I'll be using the two treatments. Each treatment has two levels. For the grasses, I'll be using Arabestis covula as a strong competitor, and Parthenium maximum, Penicum maximum as a weak competitor. And for the nutrient one, I'll be using the higher and the low nutrient. So after the Parthenium has established, I will put them in a new pot, whereby I will plant it as a central test plant, so surrounded with a 4 tuft of each grass species. For the nutrient one, I'll be for the high nutrient availability, I will water the pots with a 300 ml of 80% nutrients. And the low nutrient availability, there will be no additional nutrient. So the 80% nutrient will be prepared by using those amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to create 80% of nutrient solution. So after 3 months, I will clip the Parthenium hysterophorus biomass and dry them in an oven for 48 hours at 6 degrees Celsius. And then after, I'll get a dry mass, and those dry mass, I'll be using them to calculate the relative interaction index, which is the ratio which measures the loss or gain of a trait of the species. In this case, is the biomass, when it's competing with the other species for the same resources, and when it's not competing. So the values that I will get, the values which range from -1 to 1 with the negative values, indicate that the grass species will have a negative impact on establishment of the species, and the 0 value indicate that the grass species will not have any effect in establishment of Parthenium hysterophorus, and the positive values will indicate that these species actually effectively established from those treatments. So the values that I will get from the relative interaction index, I will use them to run the two-way ANOVA, which will allow me to compare the means between the treatments. So if the ANOVA reveals the significant differences between the treatment, then I will use a two-case test, which will use to separate the means between those treatments. So the challenges of my project is that during in April, I've been trying to germinate the Parthenium seeds, but yeah, they give me the hard times. Yeah, but few of them have come out and they died off. So in the last 3 weeks, I've prepared, I think, enough seedling pots for this germination of these Parthenium seeds, and few of them have come out so far. So hopefully, before the end of this month, more of them will come out. Yeah, I was hoping that because this is an alien plant, it will germinate so quickly, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Yeah, but I'm still trying to germinate them. Yeah, thank you so much.